What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mello with Marty's Buick GMC and Chevrolet, and in today's video, we'll be talking about a new 2024 Tahoe ZR2 and asking the all-important question of this series, would you buy one? So let's get into it. All right, so today we're talking Tahoe, more specifically a ZR2 variant. Now, the Tahoe has been around for a long time, with the first generation going into production way back in 1991.
The new full-size four-door Chevy Tahoe.
It's actually almost a little crazy to think that's more than 30 years ago now. But over that time, the Tahoe has come in a variety of flavors. We've had two-door configurations, which personally I would love to see make a comeback, preferably in something like an SS trim. We've had the traditional four-door model, the extended wheelbase, which we now, of course, know as the Suburban. We've had an LS, we've had an LT, a Limited, we've had the Z71. It comes in two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. We've had gas, diesel. The list goes on and on. Today, it's nearly impossible to drive 5 minutes down the road and not run into one, because when it comes to the large SUV market, GM is certainly the king of the castle by far, selling more than 237,000 full-size SUVs in 2022 alone. That, of course, includes Yukon and Suburban sales, but an insane number nonetheless. Now, when it comes to full-size SUVs and off-roading, on the Chevy side of things, we really only have one option when it comes to the Tahoe, and that, of course, is the Z71. The current generation Z71 Tahoe is a phenomenal vehicle. It checks off most, if not every box that most shoppers are asking for. You can get it with GM's tried and tested 6.2-liter V8, which produces 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. You get the standard 10-speed automatic transmission, which for those who haven't actually had a chance to experience it, it's incredible. And it also includes a traction select system with tow haul mode. You also get a few unique items like the performance front skid plate, for example, or the red frame-mounted tow recovery hooks. You get a front fascia with a higher approach angle. You get black roof rails, black steps, 20-inch wheels with all-terrain tires. And you can even opt for the available adaptive air ride suspension system on all four corners, giving you both selectable and automated ride height options to improve things like ground clearance when you're off-roading, improve your aerodynamics on the highway, or even, you know what, make it a little bit easier to get in and out of. However, as GM continues to see success with its ZR2 lineup, as well as its AT4X lineup on the GMC side of things, it certainly doesn't seem like a Tahoe ZR2 would be out of the question. We already have a Silverado ZR2, Colorado ZR2, an upcoming Silverado 2500 HD ZR2. So why not Tahoe? Personally, I think it's a no-brainer. But how do we differentiate from the Z71? What makes it special? And after thinking about this for a little while and talking it over with a few friends in the industry, I came up with this: a 2024 Tahoe ZR2, a full-size SUV specifically targeted for the off-road enthusiast that would allow Chevrolet to expand the ZR2 lineup to its customers. Now, we've got a few things to discuss when it comes to this conceptualized design. First, I think this is probably the most obvious one. The front end of the Tahoe ZR2 has adopted the Silverado ZR2's front fascia design, and I cannot get over how much I love this front end on an SUV. It's almost like it was meant to be. Of course, that means we'd have the ZR2's high approach front bumper, which would allow us to get much better ground clearance over the Z71. And when it comes to paint, before I get into anything else, this might be one of my favorite details, because we've seamlessly incorporated four colors, with the lower section finished in Summit White, midsection in Sterling Gray Metallic, an Onyx Black roof, and then finally a thin Cardinal Red line splitting the white and the gray colors. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about the color scheme. You're probably also noticing that the standard color match mirrors, yeah, those have been replaced too, with ones composed of carbon fiber. We've also got black powder-coated steel rock sliders, and then a beautiful, beautiful set of black multi-spoke bead-lock capable wheels with a dark red barrel edge wrapped in 35-inch, yeah, 35s, baby, Mickey Thompson Baja all-terrain tires that, in my opinion, really sets off the look of this truck nicely. Now, when it comes to the suspension setup, yes, we'll need to lift her up a bit in order to get those tires to fit, which is fine. That's easy. But do we make GM's Multimatic DSSV suspension system standard, or do we go with the adaptive air suspension? Either way, front and rear electronic locking differentials absolutely need to happen in order for this to be a ZR2, but I'm really undecided when it comes to the suspension setup. Of course, the other ZR2s are Multimatic, so that seems like the most obvious answer, but there's something to be said about air. There's a reason that's what the Hummer EV comes with, and that truck is by far GM's most capable off-roader. You guys let me know what you think. Do we Multimatic? Do you go air? I don't think we're going to lose out either way. As for the engine, it would have to be the 6.2 liter standard and maybe the option for the 3 liter diesel because, as you all know, if you've been following the channel for a while, I absolutely love that engine and anything that comes in. But let me know what you guys think and answer the all-important question in the comments below. Would you buy one? I know GM watches my videos. Yes, they've told me. So with enough positive feedback, you never know what we could make happen. Maybe we could turn this thing into a reality. For me, I absolutely love it. I would 100% consider getting out of a pickup and into one of these. No questions asked. TRD Pro, eat your heart out. As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you made it this far into the video, if you could do me a huge favor by just smashing that like button, subscribe, of course, if you haven't already, maybe share this video with a friend. And if you're in the New England area, or maybe even if you're not, and you're looking for a new GM vehicle, be sure to check out martysbuickgmc.com or martyschevy.com. Links will be in the description below, and I will see you all in the very next video. Thanks again for watching, guys, and take care.